Hey guys, what's going on? Today we check out a new amp day. New from NAMM a couple weeks ago. The Marshall DSL20HR. Now this is new to the DSL line. They revamped it, changed a bunch of things. They added a 20 watt head, so that's what I picked up. Okay, some housekeeping items. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you the unbox, walk you through the controls, and then do a playthrough. I have my Gibson Les Paul Classic Green Ocean Burst from 2017 in tow to do all the dirty work. I'm also going to check out the TC Alter Ego through the effects loop. So what I'm going to do is take you through the classic gain channel, then go to the ultra channel, try out the reverb, try out the effects loop, just a bunch of different tones. I kind of was playing with it in a room, mic'd it up through a 412 and let it rip. I'm going to do the high and the low, so you're going to be able to hear the 20 watt version and the 10 watt version with half power. Overall, there's a bunch of controls on this amp. You can really shape it. It even has tone shift, presence knob, resonance knob, your standard EQ, just a volume and a gain for the classic gain. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the unbox, playthrough, and then my thoughts. Hope you enjoy. New Marshall today, the DSL20. Let's unbox her, see what we got. There's nothing around them, as you can see. Got these nice reinforced corners, which do a pretty good job. We got the head and a big old box on the bottom, which I suspect is the foot switch and power cable. So this is actually the speaker cable, which Marshall gives you one of those, which is cool. There's the power cable, very much needed. There is the foot switch, which is wired directly in. Pretty long cable. This one has LED lights on it, which is really cool. So you've got the channel select and turning the effects loop on and off. Nice pad. And last but not least, warranty card, instruction manual. All right, so we got the box out of the way. So now, no tape or anything, just wrapped in the plastic. Pretty light. Just the bottom. So here, take a look at the head itself. Got on off. Low is 10 watts, high is 20 watts. We have reverb, resonance, presence, bass, middle, treble, the tone shift, which is an EQ shift, I believe, on the mids. You got volume and gain for the ultra gain, channel select, and classic gain, so volume and gain and your input. Back in the amp, we have loudspeaker inputs, so you can run a 16 ohm cab or two 16 ohm cabs or an 8 ohm cab. You have the emulated out, which is soft tubes 1960 Marshall speaker cabinet. An audio in, you have your foot switch, your effects loop, send and return, and of course your power insert. Can't see in here with the tubes, so let's take off this back panel and see what we got. All right, so you can see in here are the transformers, which are kind of small, but it is a 20 watt amp. It's powered by EL34s. These are JJs. Here's a Marshall ECC83, and both of these are JJs, and one has a kind of like a tube ring around it. There you have it. There's the inside and outside of the DSL20HR. You don't really start to hear it until you're at 3. In the effects loop, we'll turn on the alter ego now. Now if I turn the volume up on the guitar, you can hear how much gain goes back into it. So let's try this here. And the guitar on full. The effects loop sounds really good. I'll leave the controls the same as far as the EQ. The resonance controls the overall low tones of the amp, and the presence controls the high frequencies of the amp. Of course, you have bass, middle, and treble. Tone switch does something to the mids. So let's try channel 2 now. And by the way, if your foot switch is plugged in, the channel select on the amp will not work. Let's try the gain down here. Enough gain right here. You can hear it break up more here. Check out tone shift. You can hear the differences there, so let's take the resonance all the way up. you can hear all the low tones. Now let's take the presence all the way up. I like it here. Bass up. Take the mid up. Tone shift in. So you can hear what it does to the mid section in there. Take the treble all the way up. So here's just the bass tone. I'll turn back the volume again on the guitar so it cleans up a little bit. I personally do not like it at all. This is the same riff I was playing earlier. You know, at noonish, it gets audible, so we'll turn it a little past. Right, so that's with the classic gain channel. Let's try the ultra gain channel. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of the amp. For those that are curious, let's put it on the low mode. So the high is the full 20 watts and the low is 10 watts. Couple things, how I feel about this amp. I don't know about you, but I think the reverb kind of sucks. It is digital. I think the presence and resonance control is cool. I think trying to balance all that with the EQ can get kind of interesting, can get a lot of interesting tones. I think the tone shift is a cool option. It does something to the mid frequencies that is just different overall. Not a lot of amp manufacturers put that on there. It's a neat option to have. The effects loop is fantastic. I think it's really transparent. I think you get all that tone out of there. Now, granted, I only tried it with the one pedal for the demo, but it sounds good with a bunch of different stuff. So I like it. I didn't try the emulated out yet. I don't know that I have much need for it, but it is there. It's a nice option if you want to play through headphones or whatever. That's cool. I wish there was more clean than just straight kind of going to dirt right away, because even if you heard, I crank the volume and you still get distortion in it. So I don't know. It depends what you need in an amp. So in that way, it's kind of voxy. That's kind of a stretch, but overall, I mean, for street $4.99, I think it's a good buy. Gives you some high gain tones. If you need some volume restrictions, it's a good option. Through a 412, it's a monster. Through 212, it's a monster. I won't worry too much about that. You get a lot of good Marshall tones out of it. So overall, I'd say if you're interested, take the leap. Go get one. Hope you enjoyed this. There's going to be some more videos coming. I'm going to take it against the Mini Silver Jubilee. Going to run a speaker comparison with it. And then I'll probably do an in the mix against the Marshall Silver Jubilee. So yeah, stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great week.